Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an Outlaw Trails story, and I'm titling this one, Don't Ignore the Game Master's Hints. Uh, yeah, before I get into this though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on all of your social media platforms, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments even if you disagree with me. Friends can still disagree. And check me out over on Rumble for my political commentary and weekly current events. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page over on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there, including the tabletop role-playing game pictured here, Outlaw Trails. It's role-playing in the Old West. You get to go on cattle drives, chase down outlaws, become outlaws, whatever you want to do. This story is actually about an event that happened in this game. So yeah, get it, check it out. You might enjoy it. All right. Years ago, I was running an Outlaw Trails game. I had 6 players. Bobby, Earl, Larry, and Kevin were all good friends of mine. They had played regularly in my games. The 2 new players were Ray and Danny. These 2 new guys were friends of friends who had seen Young Guns and wanted to play in the Old West. I always welcome new players, so I helped them roll up characters, set up a time for us to meet and play. We all met at my house, and the group talked about the type of game they wanted. Ray and Danny both wanted to be outlaws. My 4 friends had characters who were on that side of the law, so they pulled them out and we were set to go. Long story short, the group met on the trail and decided to ride together. They had a run-in with some bandits, they worked well together, so I figured all was well. Yeah. The group sat around in a saloon and decided that they wanted to rob the bank in Santa Fe, right there in New Mexico. There was a huge cattle auction going on the next week, and they figured that the bank would be bursting at the seams, which was cool, as smart thinking. The plan was that Earl and Larry would stay out front. Larry would mind the horses. Earl would play lookout. The rest of them would go in and rob the place. Everything went well until Ray decided that one of the tellers was laying in the corner sobbing, and he felt she was making too much noise. So he shot her. Yeah, the entire town turned out armed to the teeth. Larry was wounded, and the rest had a running gun battle as they fled the town with the loot. They got a 5-mile head start before the posse got organized and set out after them, and it was a pretty sizable posse, too. Larry was hit pretty badly, so Bobby and Earl were trying to find a place to hide and get him at least patched up so he didn't bleed out. Kevin didn't want to stop, but he understood that Larry wasn't going to make it if they didn't. Danny and Ray didn't want to stop at all. Bobby found a hidden spring in the rocks where they started working on Larry. Ray and Danny quickly took their shares of the money and rode off. The posse saw their dust cloud and set off after the 2 of them. Bobby, Earl, Kevin, and Larry camped there for the night and then rode east toward Texas, taking it easy so that they didn't rise any dust. Ray and Danny were trying to make it to Mexico. That's like 320 miles away. I explained multiple times that their horses were foaming up and slowing down, but they just whipped the horses harder. The posse was falling behind, but they kept pushing those horses. They did not take my hints. When Danny's horse stumbled and collapsed, Ray just left him behind. A mile further, and Ray's horse dropped dead. 2 days later, the posse caught up to Danny. He was captured, and the next day they had a gunfight wherein Ray died. Yeah, when you're playing any kind of a tabletop role-playing game, listen closely to what the game master says. I don't care what tabletop game it is. Most game masters will give hints as to what's going on in the game. If you're riding your horse hard and you notice it's starting to slow down and foam up, yeah, that horse is tired, needs to rest. Those 2 idiots rode their horses to death, and the posse caught up to them. That's just, Yeah, don't ignore the game master's hints. It's that simple. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all.